Her.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting me this opportunity. I would like to speak on the GBV. Mr. Speaker, it's good that you gave a communication on the importance of acknowledging that GBV, the beast called GBV, lives amidst us, Mr. Speaker. This year's theme is Unite. Mr. Speaker, that means that we should unite to end any kind of violence against women and girls. I'm glad that the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro mentioned that he is the proud son of a woman. Mr. Speaker, you know the role women play in our society. Women, without a woman, Mr. Speaker, there is no man. In whichever spheres, we are your mothers, your wives, your sisters, Mr. Speaker, your girlfriends, Mr. Speaker. That I was forced to say, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if a woman is empowered, the whole society is empowered. The men that have fears that the boy child has been neglected, Mr. Speaker, I assure them that when a woman is empowered, the boy child gets empowered, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, you know, this is a house of records, and what the Honorable Member has insinuated has gone into record, that she was forced. I don't know who forced, whether it is the weather, or a colleague, or the maid. And Mr. Speaker, if it is a colleague, I think it is not good to impute improper motives, because we are here as equals in this house, and no one has capacity to force, coerce any other member into saying anything that is not in line with their line of thought.
You are absolutely right, the honorable member. Nobody should force you to say anything.
Nobody forced me to say anything. A girlfriend can be a potential wife, Mr. Speaker. Only that I left it out. But to all those who are waiting to be wives, Mr. Speaker, that's an assurance for them. Mr. Speaker, and in any case, it's not the end of life to be a wife, Mr. Speaker. You can as well remain single and be a proud woman. Mr. Speaker, GBV comes in all forms. You men could perhaps be inflicting GBV on your wives unconsciously, Mr. Speaker. Emotional damage, Mr. Speaker. When you actually every day nag a woman on how her kids have not performed well, how your conjugal rights have been denied, Mr. Speaker. You've seen that the majority of people working now are women, Mr. Speaker. We all go home very tired. Unfortunately, roles have shifted to women. The men have decided to just be bystanders. Mr. Speaker, let me not delve much on issues to do with men. The issue at hand now is the violence that is committed by ourselves, like the FGM, Mr. Speaker, early marriages, physical abuses to our girls, women, and young girls, Mr. Speaker. You see children defiled. Unfortunately, these issues mostly happens to people who are poverty-stricken, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately. They are intimidated not to report cases of violence. The only way we can overcome this is through taking our boys and girls to school, Mr. Speaker, so that when they grow old, big enough to decide for themselves, they can make informed decisions on issues to do with their lives, Mr. Speaker. The abuse inflicted on me and the abuse inflicted on a girl in the remotest village in Mandera is different, Mr. Speaker. I will be able to speak out and speak about my rights, but not the girl who is not educated. So I would urge all of you to allocate some funds to girl child education, Mr. Speaker. That is the only way we can overcome this menace, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.